ever sometimes wonder that skyscrapers are just boss houses?
Sometimes, yeah. How come they be called buildings if already built? Doesn't make no sense. Oh, we're recording.
Oh, yeah. Hello and welcome back to the BM0 Show. I am your host, Dylan Thompson. This is my co-host, Kieran Levin.
I'm here.
We got some good stuff on the show today. We got we got some good news. We got a review coming up, very special.
We got the top 5 games.
Yeah, these are in our personal order. And we also have a start of a brand new segment on the show.
Oh, indeed we do.
This is history, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get on to that, let's get on to the news of today.
Indeed.
Kieran, you want to segue into the news?
Yep. Roll the intro.
What news stories we got today, Kieran?
I got some pretty big news stories. For starters, I figured we'd start off with the recently new trailer of Detective Pikachu.
Oh.
It was 2 weeks ago, but it's still new.
Yeah, we wrote the script in advance. What do you think of it?
It just seems like any other movie I've seen, really. I think the kids love it, and very other Pokemon fans. But it's not my type of cup of tea, you know?
It is a very, niche market, but it definitely is It's definitely gonna make money.
Oh, certainly. Pokemon the masters with money.
Yeah.
Could say they're Pokemon masters.
Oh! I thought the movie looked good. I would definitely go see this. I think it looks really good. The CGI on the characters look really good. It's sort of like the regular characters, but they've given them more texture to them. They look more like actual animals than blobs of colour faces. What else is there on the news today?
Well, there's also news on another movie. The trailer hasn't been released yet, but it's been confirmed in the works. We're of course talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Oh no! Why is this happening?
Money. They're very behind on the trend.
Yeah, I get the feeling like this was pitched way back in 2014 when it was popular.
Nearly 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Insane.
Nearly a decade ago.
Yeah. What an awful year that was.
Yeah, 2014 was awful.
Just like this FNAF movie. I predict this movie's going to be absolutely terrible.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. What if it is really good though?
No.
What would you do if it is good?
I'd not watch it.
What if it's better than the original Halloween?
If they find a way, I'll be impressed.
I would be. I would be more impressed if it is good. What else we got on the news, innit, Rima?
We got lots of news. We have got, well, by lots of news, I mean 2 more stories. One of those stories is something you seem to be rather upset about. It is the Piranha Plant being playable in Smash Bros.
I'm not upset about it. I just think, why?
It could have done to a way better character, such as Waluigi or Shadow or Marky Mark.
Shadow shouldn't be in it.
I got a Lego Shadow White here.
Yeah, it's a bootleg from a Comic-Con.
It's a great figure.
It's awful.
I love Shadow. Oh, he's taking it.
I just threw it across the room.
This Piranha Plant's gonna be a pretty interesting character.
Yeah, but still, why give it to a character? Not even a real character, really. It's just an obstacle.
He is in the Nintendo universe.
How do you know it's a he? Could be a she. Although it's a plant, so I guess they're asexual.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be very either way, and I'm looking forward to seeing what it's going to be like with the moveset.
I am making an official prediction. Bowser is going to be in the game at some point. If you don't know what Bowser is, Google it, but wait until you get home, because it's probably not safe for work.
Oh, indeed. It's very strange.
It's interesting, I'll give you that.
And we got our final news story on the Assassin's Creed board game.
Oh, why? Again?
Because people like board games.
I guess.
The Arkham City board game, I remember that being pretty good. I got it at TK Maxx once. So who knows, maybe this will be just as good as a board game as that was.
I want to say I'm not a fan of Assassin's Creed, but I used to be, but with the direction that it's going in, it's not very good.
Is there a schedule on what we're going on to next?
Yes. We have something very special. We have a review of the not-so-latest Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed game. I say not-so-latest because the game came out in October, and it is now December. So we are already behind. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the latest in the long-running Assassin's Creed franchise. The newest entry in the game, and possibly the worst.
I'm not sure about worst, but it's definitely not good for me.
I can safely say, as a long-term Assassin's Creed fan, I've been there since, I want to say the start, but I got on board around 3. If this is what all Assassin's Creed games are going to be like from now on, I'm not really interested.
I've never been interested in Assassin's Creed myself, but this has been a very big change for Assassin's Creed, I've noticed, with how it plays and story.
It's more RPG-ish, more combat heavy, not much a stealth game anymore. And really, I think the downside of changing focus is it's lost very much a lot of its identity. It's not what it used to be, and I don't mean that in the sense that the old games were better, which they obviously are. But if you look at the latest Assassin's Creed game, there's barely any mention of the Assassin's Order. He doesn't even have the Hidden Blade, but it is coming in a DLC, so you're gonna have to pay for that. He doesn't even have the classic hood. It's just not an Assassin's Creed game. It just feels like a generic ancient Greek game set in ancient Greece, and it just happens to have the Assassin's Creed stuff awkwardly shoved in there.
Indeed it is. One thing I really hated about it was its loading times on the menu.
The loading times were very, very frustrating for me. I mean, they weren't frustrating for me, but I know they were for you.
They were just very long for for a modern game. I don't expect long loading. I expect that from a wrestling game, honestly.
What do you want to talk about? What do you want to tackle first with this game? Because there is a lot.
There is.
I'm giving you first pick.
Well, I'd like to say, first of all, there's something I like in it. I really enjoy the music in it.
The music is good.
Of course, as usual, good. But I really have a problem with this story.
The story.
I cannot get invested in this one bit.
It was so boring. I know everyone says the Assassin's Creed games are boring, but this is so boring.
I had to give up at one point. It was that boring.
I did as well, and I feel bad because I got the game as a present, and I feel bad because someone paid money for this, and I feel like I should enjoy it. I feel like I should play it more, but I just can't.
I'd sell that game and give the money right back to that person.
The story is just so... It feels like it should be a really short story, and it is. The story is kind of short, but with the amount of gameplay you have to do, it makes it very, very long.
There's the nail on the head, right?
And there's not much direction. You don't really get that many, you don't really get... You just sort of hinted at with what you have to do.
Of course, I actually got some interviews with some young college board members of the college who are Assassin's Creed fans themselves, and I decided to talk to them about it.
It might have the Assassin's Creed name, but all I see is this is Sparta Simulator.
By what I've seen from the trailer, it looks an interesting game, but that's pretty much I can say about it.
Same here, really. Obviously, because it's recently released in the past year or so. It's got really good graphics, so it's really, I guess, the only good thing I could say about it.
So it seems that they're also on the same level as us.
One thing that I think that they've started doing is they've started going backwards after Syndicate, because if they kept going onwards in history after Syndicate, they just end up in World War II or World War One, and that's sort of approaching Battlefield and Call of Duty sort of things. It just end up being a first-person shooter, and we already have enough of those.
Definitely.
I mean, I don't have anything against first-person shooters. Doom 2016 was a fantastic game, but you have to admit there is an oversaturation in the genre.
One thing I personally liked is that the villain of the game is the character you don't choose in the Ancestor part.
Yeah, I did find that interesting. At the start of the game, you have an option of picking from two characters: Alexios, the male character, and is it Cassandra?
Cassandra, yeah.
Cassandra, the female character. And whichever one you don't pick, so if you pick Alexios like we did, Cassandra will come back as an enforcer for the Order of Ancients later on in the game. I found that pretty... That was a pretty decent twist.
I like that.
I like
that's
that.
something I approve of, yeah.
Speaking of the Order, this is the main problem for me. You remember how I said it's long?
It's really long, yeah.
You know how in the other Assassin's Creed games you have set targets that you have to kill to progress the story?
Yeah.
Like, they're normally in missions, you have to build up to the assassination. You don't just get a target, I'm gonna go kill him, that's it.
Yeah.
The game doesn't do that. In the old games you had like 12 targets to assassinate. In this game, you have 30,
Oh,
50 maybe, and there's no story to it. There's no character development with them. They don't have morals. They don't have an interesting character. They're just bad guys that you have to assassinate. And I thought that was a really big step down.
it
from the
was.
last,
That's just.
especially from the last one, because Assassin's Creed Odyssey. No, not Odyssey. Assassin's Creed Origins, I think, was a sign that Assassin's Creed has sort of been stagnant for a while. Then Assassin's Creed Origins, they took a break, and then Assassin's Creed Origins came out, and I thought, holy dang, this is good. And I wanted all the Assassin's Creed games to be like this in the future. It got everything right, mostly. Then Odyssey came out, and I was very let down.
Yeah, I feel that way for you, really. But I'm not an Assassin's Creed fan in general. I just find them all to be really boring games. And
Yeah.
This one was definitely one of the worst.
Yeah, I think that'll do it for the Assassin's Creed review.
We got our next section, the top 5 video games of all time.
Hold up there a second, boy.
Oh, we got something.
We don't have something, we got two somethings.
Oh, 2.
Add commercials.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Because commercials is what makes this country great.
Yeah.
And let's cut to commercial right now.
Lots of young people hitchhike.
Well, I tell you, man, those commercials get better every time.
Oh, definitely. Where would we be without commercials?
We would be in a lifeless husk of a world.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, it's the right time for commercials.
Yeah.
All the commercials are
Tis
getting...
the season.
Yeah, the holidays are coming. Because Christmas is coming. And you know what we need for Christmas?
We need video games.
Yeah.
And what better way to help you get video games than giving us our thoughts on the best video games that we've ever played?
Yes,
You
because Christmas is the time of video games.
Oh, definitely.
Ever since the early 80s, late 70s, kids have been opening up Christmas presents and getting a game console and a few games.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that has been going on since the Atari 2500 all the way to the
Ooh, yeah.
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe not the Ouya, no one remembers that.
Nah, no one remembers that. But yeah, I figured I'd start off the list with my favorite games.
What are they?
Well, the first game I have is a really good wrestling game, believe it or not.
Is it 2K18 on the Switch?
Oh, no. My favorite video game is on the PlayStation 4 and PC, available for what I believe is £30.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
That's right, it is Fire Pro Wrestling World.
Yes. I am not a fan of wrestling games, but I do enjoy Fire Pro.
This is an amazing game. Right. With normal wrestling games, you can have about, 100 created wrestlers. With this game, though, you can have up to 1,000. And on PC, it's endless. You can have millions on PC. The best thing is about these creations is that they look lifelike. These creations are so amazing. You can make anyone in it with the right tone, the right skin. It's amazing how endless these creations are and how good they are.
You can even remove body parts, so you can. If you
can.
remove the head, you can make Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, you can make head from Al Snow. You can just have a head walk around or a foot.
Someone made like an entire invisible.
They
match.
did, the Invisible Man. Someone made the Invisible Man, someone made a duck.
It's a great game. I would love to play it at some point. I have not played it, but I have seen it, and I cannot wait to play it.
The gameplay as well as it's great. The gameplay, it's an old school feel. It's all about timing, and I love that. The best thing is Fire Pro website where you can download people. You can use it from a computer, your PlayStation 4, your phone. You can hit that subscribe button on a creation like Skinner or Brother Love. Skinner! And you can just press subscribe, and they'll be on your PS4 when you get home.
That sounds amazing.
I know, it's such a good system. Fire Pro is definitely my favorite wrestling game I've ever played. So good. And number 4 is an even better game. This game this game holds close to my heart. I'm getting my second for Christmas. It's Hitman from 2016.
Oh.
This game's great. It's got so many creative kills. It's the graphics. The graphics are sensational.
Better than the original.
Definitely. The graphics are just so beautiful in this game. The interactivity with characters is great. The most fun thing to do, however, in it is the Kill Everyone challenge.
Oh, I have
It's so
I have
much
played
fun.
that. It's fun.
It's such a fun challenge with just millions of dead corpses all around you.
What is the for anyone who's out of context? What is the don't kill everyone challenge?
The Kill Everyone challenge is where you have to kill every single person on the map.
Do you have to do it stealthily, or can you just go all gun ho?
I just go in all gun ho when you've killed all the guards, or if any guards are coming after you, just start shooting them. But also ducking the corners and stuff. It's really fun. I recommend doing it if you can.
Wow, that sounds like tremendous fun.
Oh, it definitely is. But you know what's more fun than that? My number 3 pick.
What is it?
It's a game that I hold even closer to my heart, and it is GoldenEye for the N64.
Nice.
Now the Xbox 360 version, that one's terrible.
The game is more remembered than the movie.
Exactly, that's what's so good about it. Best thing about it, everyone says the N64 controller is just not good to use. I beg to differ. This game is great with the N64 controller. You can hold it many different ways. You can hold it like this with both hands. You can hold it at the bottom and the top, bottom and the left.
That's just weird though. If you don't hold it with like the two, you're just kind of insane.
Well, it's still easy to use.
Yeah.
It's still very easy to use, and the controls also are very fun.
Mm.
You know, it's just the graphics as well for the time were amazing, and I still like them to this day. The music is some of the best music I've heard in a video game. GoldenEye is just such a revolutionary game unless you play Doom on the PC.
Yeah.
But it's revolutionary for consoles. It's a very good game. I recommend you buy it
I definitely will if I can ever afford a Nintendo 64.
for about £60.
That's still a lot. I'm poor.
And now we're on to number 2. This game I've been playing since, how long has it been now? I started off in 2016 with the worst one, the 4th one,
Oh.
and I worked my way backwards to the best one, which is the original Dead Rising from 2006.
I have not played the original, but I have played Off the Record, and
Oh,
I really did enjoy that.
Now, the record is fantastic. Such a great game, man. Even better than the second one, actually.
Mm.
Forget the second one, just buy Off the Record. It's even better.
Was 3 any good?
3 is okay.
Mm.
It's better than 4. 4 is terrible.
I like 4.
I mean, I like the Christmas feel to it and the music, but besides that, 4 sucks.
I like Frank West in that game.
You mean Hank East?
No, Frank West.
The best thing about Dead Rising, though, like he just said, Frank West is one of my favourite main characters ever.
He's covered wars, you know.
He's covered wars, he's got the puns, he's got the suit, the design. Best thing about this game for me is that you can really do anything in it to get a ending. Like you can just stand around on a rooftop throughout the entire game and you can still get an ending. You can just kill everyone, you'd still get an ending.
Like in Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
where they were like infinitely ending.
But unlike Shadow the Hedgehog, this game is good.
No, Shadow the Hedgehog's better.
It's also got psychopaths, which I really like. It shows that in the zombie apocalypse, people can go insane.
They're kind of like bosses, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like bosses.
I found some of them really entertaining.
The best one, I think, is... who's the best one? Probably the Shopkeeper. He's really good.
What game had the really fat lady in the buffet?
That was Dead Rising 3.
Yeah, that one was really disturbing.
Yeah, the best thing about Dead Rising 3 for me was the psychopaths. Really, they're all based off 7 Deadly Sins as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember there was one called Dylan.
Yeah, he was the best one.
He was very weird.
Another thing I love about Dead Rising is its music. That mall music, I can play it any time of the day. It's amazing mall music. The Psychopaths have great music by, I believe it's Caldwell will do some songs for them.
Ooh.
Who are a pretty good band. So yeah, I recommend you go out and buy the remaster of Dead Rising for Xbox One. It's definitely worth it. In fact, I recommend you just play backwards. That's what I did, and I think that's the best way to play it.
And what is the number? What is your
The
top?
number one.
What is your favorite game of all time?
The number one is one that not many people have heard of, honestly, and it's a shame. I really wish they did.
Is it Buck Bungle?
Um,
Buck Bumble?
No. My number one is a PlayStation 2, Xbox, and PC classic. Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb.
Yes.
It's... What's good about this game? Everything. Everything about this game is perfect.
You have to press a certain controls to pick up his hat.
It's triangle.
Yeah.
It's so good. And the controls, the combat, the controls, it makes you feel like Indiana Jones.
The only thing I don't like about that is the voice acting. Sometimes the voices just sound really weird.
For the Germans, yeah, but for the Harrison Ford impersonator they got, he sounds just like Harrison Ford. They got such a good impersonator of him. And the music as well, I think they used it from other Indiana Jones sources probably. But the music in that game is such good music. If you look at the level design and the library level, that is the most beautiful design for a level I've ever seen in my life. It's just so beautiful, so colourful. I've had dreams about going to that library. It is that beautiful, I'm telling you. It's just such a great game, and I wish more people knew about it.
You have dreams about going to a library? What a nerd.
Exactly, that's how powerful it is. And the graphics are a lot more better than the Xbox and PC. For the PS2, they're pretty weak graphics compared to those two, but the Xbox is such a more powerful console than the PlayStation 2.
Were there sharks in the game?
Yeah, there were sharks on the instable levels.
I remember they were pretty terrifying.
They were, the crocodiles too, they were scary. Another good thing about level designs, the underwater, like the water levels in Atlantis, they're beautiful.
Wait, Atlantis?
No, not Atlantis. Just the underwater levels in Istanbul. They are such beautiful levels.
You mean Istanbul?
Yeah, that's it. I've only read it.
Yeah.
And that's my list, and I hope you all consider getting your kids some of those games. And if they don't like them, put them up for adoption.
Brutal but honest, as always, Kieran. My top 5 is going to be a little bit more advanced than you. Not in terms of games, in terms of technology.
Oh.
I had this soundboard rigged up so that I can do this.
Number 5.
Whew, that was cool.
Yeah. What you got? Okay, number 5 has got to be, without a doubt, coincidentally, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Haha.
I think it's probably one of the most advanced Grand Theft Auto games of all time.
A lot of people say GTA 4 is better, but I beg to differ.
No.
GTA 4 got terrible combat. Great story, but I'm sorry, GTA 5 does way better at gameplay.
Grand Theft Auto 5 was not only amazing game, it was, like I said, it's one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen.
Definitely.
Only rivaled by Red Dead Redemption 2, which is a really good game that I hope to get at some point.
I still gotta complete the first one.
The three main characters are the best thing about the game. It did something that Grand Theft Auto hasn't really done before. It has 3 characters that you can pick from. Michael, the old 80s dad who wants to go back to the glory days of bank heists.
Yeah.
There's Franklin, the young ghetto guy who wants more from life and wants more than a poor gangster life.
Yeah.
And then there's Trevor, who's mental. That's it. He's just mental.
Yep.
And all of them represent different ways of playing Grand Theft Auto.
Definitely.
What you call it? Franklin is just the sort of I'll do this mission sort of thing. Michael is the sort of driving, sort of I'm going to play it cool and calm. And then Trevor's just the one that shoots everyone.
Yep.
And I found that really funny. I found myself playing as Trevor most of the time.
I always play as Michael. I really enjoy that guy.
Michael reminds me a lot of Frank West.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but he just reminds me of him.
He looks just like him in Dead Rising 4.
Number 4 has definitely got to be, without a doubt, did I say that for Grand Theft Auto 5? Well, it doesn't really matter. It's because number 4 has got to be Lego Star Wars, the complete saga for PS3 and Xbox One. And I think
Xbox One.
I think
In fact,
PC.
it's compatible on Xbox One.
Yeah, I meant to say Xbox 360.
Yeah.
You can play as every character from both games, and including some new ones that weren't in the game originally.
I got Dexter and Boss Nass.
Yeah.
And Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it is a great game.
Yeah, Lego Star Wars, the complete trilogy. I think that's a fantastic game.
I have a lot of fond memories of this game. I remember, those scented candles that you can get from like Meadowhall.
Yeah.
My mum always, this time of year, my mum always lights those, and the smell of them brings back memories of when I was 5, playing Revenge of the Sith, the final level of Revenge of the Sith, or was it the first one, or was it the first mission of Episode 1, where you're in the Gungan place.
I think that's Episode 1.
Yeah, and that just makes me really happy. So this game definitely ends up in my top 5. Number 3 has got to be a game that I have it's an old game, but I have only just started playing it recently.
Well, what is it?
It is a game based on probably one of the most influential franchises in all of cinema. Mad Max.
Aha, Mad Max.
I say it's the most influential because it feels like whenever anyone makes a post-apocalyptic film, game, book, or anything, it always takes inspiration from Mad Max. Those sort of designs, the world, the sort of oppressive nature of a post-apocalyptic wasteland is very much taken straight from Road Warrior.
World Warrior, yeah.
Yeah. In the same way that Star Wars is the proverbial well where all science fictions draw inspiration, and Lord of the Rings. But the game itself is really fun. The only way I can describe it is if all the good Batmobile sections of Arkham Knight had a baby with Uncharted, and those two raised the baby to be a really good game for the Xbox One. and PS4 and PC.
I've never played it myself, but I've heard it's really good.
It is. It's the story I found to be very, very sort of gripping. Some of the characters are very interesting, and Max is a very interesting character. The only thing I don't like is, and this isn't a spoiler by the way, at the very end, a lot of the characters sort of end up dying. I'm not going to tell you who, but a lot of the characters end up dying, and then like you go to like, then when you finished with the end credit scenes, it just, a pop-up just comes up when you want to go back to the other world, and it says like, oh no, you've left some stuff unfinished. Better bring back all those characters that are dead. So, I guess that you just revert back to a flashback of what happened before all this happened. I wasn't too much of a fan of that. That sort of ruined it for me. But
Yeah.
I found myself really enjoying it. And I got it for about £6 over at Kex. And if you ever see it for that price, or even cheaper, definitely pick it up. You are missing out if you aren't playing it. I mean, it's not a massive game, but it is fun. And
I
really,
should
that's
do
what
that.
games should be. Number 2 has got to be Assassin's Creed Origins. I talked about this in the review.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Origins was a very good comeback after a lackluster few years. I thought this nailed the hammer straight on the head. The characters, the main character, for once, he actually seemed genuine. I felt like he was a proper character, and he had clear motives for doing what he was doing. And the gameplay was very, very intuitive.
I guess for some people it can be, you know.
It is a really fun game. I found myself coming back to it over and over again. Number 1 has got to be, without a doubt, Fallout 4 and New Vegas. I know it's...
Hey, that's cheating. You can't do that.
I know it's cheating, but to be honest, I find both games have issues, but if you combine them together and think, oh my god, these two games combined can make one amazing game. The world of Fallout New Vegas was so amazing, but it's hindered by, I hate to say this, but outdated graphics and very clunky controls. It doesn't feel right to play.
I mean, it's Bethesda, so of course the graphics are gonna suck.
Yeah, but then Fallout 4, on the other hand, has a lackluster story and world, but great controls and great graphics. And I think if you combine the two, you could have a really good game. And someone is actually working on that. Someone has been making a mod for Fallout 4 on PC, Fallout 4 New Vegas, where they have tried their best to recreate Fallout New Vegas, or at least the world of Fallout New Vegas, in Fallout 4's engine, and even making some of the weapons from scratch.
That sounds cool.
You can actually play some of the. They have actually released some of the weapons onto the Fallout 4 Mod Nexus. You can use the Bozar automatic sniper rifle, and the Caravan double barrel shotgun. And the sawn-off double barrel shotgun is coming on the way, so that should be very entertaining.
Yeah, definitely.
And that is another reason why that is the main reason why I picked Fallout 4 over New Vegas. The mods. Some of the mods that have come out for the game, and I think Bethesda has some of the best mods, as one of the best modding communities in all of gaming. Some of the mods are just so impressive. Bethesda really should hire them as actual game developers, because they know what they're doing. They know how to make good weapons, game, story. They can do anything. Anything you can imagine can be made as a mod.
Even if you don't like Fallout 4 New Vegas, you gotta admit they're better than Fallout 76.
Oh, I haven't played that, but
It's awful.
It looks good.
It's really bad.
The game looks good, but I get the feeling
It's really broken.
And that is the end of the top 5 segment. But don't worry, fellow kids, we have one final topic for today, and it is the start of a brand new topic.
Brand new. Indeed.
Brand new segment. This is history in the making, folks. And this is going to be delivered by Kieran. Kieran is going to be the co-host.
Indeed, exactly.
No, he's going to be the host. I am the co-host for this segment.
I've been delivering the news throughout the entire show, honestly. And I'm going to deliver this one, because this one is, of course, the Fortnite.
Oh, is it? I thought we were doing some of that charity work. We got all the money lined up. People have been donating stuff. What are we gonna do with the money?
We can spend it on Fortnite stuff, and I can tell you what we can spend now. On Fortnite, you can get millions of guns and ammo, about 16 tons of them, all for a low price of $23.
I did not agree to this at all.
Well, it's in the script now, see? Right there. Look at it.
It's written in... Did you write this in crayon?
No, this is part of the script. Jerry wrote it.
Who's Jerry?
He's the producer.
I have a word with Jerry about this. It is seriously written in crayon.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it now. We got the latest kill streaks in Fortnite. Hey, listen to this. This is a world record breaker, I'm telling you. Deadmau5 2005 on Xbox Live got the kill record of 4.
That's not a record. That's not a record at
It
all.
is. It's a record. It's in the Guinness book.
No, it's not.
We're going to put it in next year's book.
No, it's not. That's not a world record. That's just standard.
It
If you don't
is.
get more than 4 kills in a game, you have failed as a gamer.
Well, he's got the most kills out of everybody.
No, he didn't.
He does. And also, this thing, let's see here. Bethany Crank X from PlayStation Plus. She got the achievement of building the most houses in Fortnite.
It's not an achievement. Where were you getting this information from?
I'm getting it from the Fortnite website.
Fortnite doesn't... You're getting it from Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit. It's on the Fortnite subreddit.
Oh my god. Who wrote this? A child?
No, Reddit did.
Who wrote this? A toddler?
No, it was 305 DX9.
I'm guessing English is not his native language, and I don't mean that in a defensive way. I mean in a way that he doesn't know how to write complete sentences and grammar.
Well, that's just offensive right there, sir.
Still, where are you getting this information from?
I am getting it from a reliable source on the internet. This is where all these people like IGN and GameFAQs get their news from.
Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Yeah, go on, check it out. Check it out right now. Max Clifford got the achievement for hit a kill in 5 minutes.
Oh my actual Christ. You don't have anything here.
No, I'm telling
It's
you.
just blank.
These are notes.
Oh, there's
They must have shut down the website.
Oh, there's something here.
Oh, okay, let's see it.
Toilet paper, salami, chocolate, Vitty's digested. McVitty's digest. Is this a shopping list?
You must have opened a different tab there.
This is the only tab.
Well, listen.
Where are you getting this money from?
I'm getting it from here. This is my job.
Wait a minute. How long have you been planning the Fortnite for?
We've been planning this thing since you first pitched it to me.
I didn't pitch it. How long have you been doing it?
We pitched it.
How much money have you stealing? How much money have you been stealing from the show, Kieran?
We did this 2 months ago. How do you not remember?
2 months.
2 months ago.
Do you know how much money we get donated for charity per day?
How much? Tell me.
We get 100,000 per day for charity, not to spend on digestives and toilet paper.
Hey, listen. This is a
You're a bit
Fortnite matter. Fortnite is a charitable game.
No, it's not. It's for people who don't have good taste in games.
All these microtransactions you got in the game go to a good cause.
Oh my. No, it's not. It's going to Epic Games.
Epic Games is a good cause.
We were going to donate that money to children's.
Well, we'll give it to children to spend on Fortnite.
They don't want Fortnite. They want parents.
They can
We were
get
gonna
parents in Fortnite.
We were going to donate that money to the local orphanage. You've disappointed me, you've disappointed them, and you've disappointed the audience. I've just been informed to check my emails. I am on the... Oh my god.
Where is it?
I am just getting slammed on Twitter.
Oh.
Everyone's saying, stop hating on Fortnite, you stupid noob.
Yeah, you bet. That's what happens when you mess with Fortnite.
Don't mess with Fortnite. It's better to spend on Fortnite than to give charity.
Where's that from?
I don't know.
Oh. I got this one here. It says, "What the hell? How can you hate Fortnite? I am boycotting your show. I hope you go homeless." That was from Real James Woods.
Wow.
You see, Fortnite is such a global force. It's a great, fantastic game. You got all these codes. I'm gonna read some codes out to you now. If you use the code Gucci Gang, It's a new DLC skin in Fortnite. If you use that code in the store, you'll get 50% off on all microtransactions.
I've just gone onto the PS4 store. There is no such thing as this. I've just gone onto the Guinness World of Records. That none of the things you have said are true. You are spouting lies and slander. Lies and slander!
Well, I mean, in England, they get stuff later than America, so it's happening in America right now as we speak. I get my inside sources from, of course, great sites like Reddit.
You don't know what you're talking about, sir. I have... We had a good show here, but you have ruined it. You have infested it with stank and mold, and you have turned it into something it is not. We used to be the trendsetters. Now we're just following trends.
Hey, listen, we can start a new Fortnite trend again. We can make it bigger than it already is. Fortnite is a global force sweeping the nation, I guarantee you, man.
No, I refuse. As of this day, I am quitting the show.
Okay, well, I guess it's gonna be a Fortnite hour 24/7.
Okay, I have had it with this show. I am leaving. I am packing my things. I cannot do this. I cannot sit here and let you ruin my show. It is my show. I have always presented this show. I'm first in the ratings. I earn more money than you. You were just a co-host. You have no power over the show.
Jack Daniels has just killed Ali A in the map Cozy Sun. It's a new DLC.
Alright, that's it. I'm gonna kick you in the... Oh god! See you later! Thanks for ruining a good thing! Ooh!